That, of course, is Come Undone from the band that's so good they had to have their name said twice. Duran Duran.
I love Duran Duran.
Yes. In case you didn't get the first Duran, there's the second one. Or you got Duran Duran.
I feel like I've heard a Duran Duran joke, which I'm forgetting now, but anyway.
Duran Duran is really responsible for that great new phenomenon known as instant deja vu.
Like,
What's your name? Duran Duran.
Duran.
Wait, I've heard that before. You know. No, that's a great track, of course. I mean, for those of you who are old enough to remember it.
Oh man, I feel old.
Incredible video. They sort of brought the whole 80s new romantics movement into the 90s. Most people are trying to look ahead. Duran Duran said we're going to go back and take what was best about that whole 80s sound and kind of bring it into the 90s format. And no, love that track.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of feeling old, somebody actually texted me last week and said, Malini, can you play me a classic? Sure. And they asked for Genie in a Bottle
No.
by Christina Aguilera.
Oh my God.
In his defense, the guy was 16, but I feel really old now.
Well, you know, if I was 16, that would be a classic.
It's true.
You know.
So anyway, here's to aging. But we're going to play Blondie up next, speaking of classics.
And speaking of aging,
Yes.
I saw Richard Gere in a movie last night. God, he looks like he should be waiting in God's waiting room.
Oh,
over there.
no.
But yeah,
Kinda
poor
sad.
Richard Gere. But this is at the time when Richard Gere was, again, this is another motion picture soundtrack, American Gigolo, where Richard Gere, any woman, you know, would have paid to be Richard Gere at this point, and
Right.
I think most women did at that point. And so this is Call Me. And, you know, any track that sort of glorifies the profession of Gigolo is a track worth listening to
You're
on a
okay
Saturday
with.
night. No, because this, you don't understand, as a guy, when we step out, this is the ultimate fantasy. We're like,
Really?
you know what, some woman's going to come up, some cougar's going to come
And
up.
give me money?
Give me money to go home with her, you know.
Wow. Has this ever happened to you, Ash?
Pardon? No, well, I keep hanging out, you know.
He's hoping.
I keep hanging out, but I listen to this
You can call
track.
him. You can Twitter him. Sorry.
See, here's the thing. You have to play the track and get into the mood.
All right, so let's see
Call
if we
me.
get them in the
Call
us.
me.
You can call us too. Actually, you can only text us. Oh, any space to 53650.
Call me.
Call me. Here's Blondie.
Call me.